verbal abuse, domestic violence, irrelevance. Does it sound like something familiar to you? It's so unfair because this is mostly given to a particular gender who are being treated unfairly over time. I mean, even till now, it's unbelievable. Some people still go through that, and that gender, the gender I'm talking about already, um, woman. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm doing this today because this is the month of March, and it happens to be Women's History Month. Okay, it happens to be, you can also call it a Awareness Month, excuse me, where it's a month on which is dedicated for annual observance, highlights concerning the contributions of women to events in history, and also some contemporary society, in our contemporary society, what women have done in the past, now, and even what women are being prepared to do in the future. I just want to say thank you to every woman who has put into society today, for women like me, that I'm able to speak confidently and without any fear of favor or any fear of any sort. I'm able to speak boldly and to the world. This cannot be done if women had not gone ahead of me to pay the price. So I would say I'm standing on the shoulders of women who had gone ahead of me to make sure one day my voice will be heard. So that's why I'm here today to also talk, and I'm thankful for those women living or unalive. Okay, so if you have been through all these things I mentioned before, I just want to let you know that you are a strong human being. Okay, you're a very strong human being, because what you go through, the other gender, respectfully, they cannot go through it and still stay firm. Okay, so it's so unfair, but I'm grateful and I'm very thankful. And I know if you're a woman like me out there, you agree with me that things have really changed with the advent of technology, bringing educations, irrespective of where you are, as long as there's civilization there, education has been brought to the tip of your fingers. I understand there's a lot of women still in some part of this world who have not been adequately reached, with this measure, this same level of education, to let them know who they truly are, to let them understand they have lots of capabilities and lot of information, lot of abilities that they can put out there to help people. So a woman's duty doesn't just start or end in the bedroom or in the kitchen. It's so unfortunate what society, right from generations past, have made it look like women are just meant to be useful in some certain places like the bedroom or like in the kitchen. Even some people who claim they're educated think a woman's place should be in the kitchen or in the bedroom. That's so very unfortunate, and that's I would say, if you think that way, then you need some education. You need some education to broaden your mind, to let you know there's more to it, because there's so much right now, there's so much vacuum where people are needed to replace, people are needed to do a lot of productive things. And men can not only do those things. In fact, if you look closely, you'll find out that with the advent of civilization and technology, bringing education with very easy and stress-free resources to the world, women are beginning to do the same things men can do. In fact, it has been a thing of controversy where men are beginning to want to be like women too, in different ways. But today I just want to be talking about what the society has done to women and how you can come out from there. You don't need anybody to help. You don't need anybody to do it for you. You can do it yourself, but you need the help, okay, from other people. Encouragement, better, for a better word. You need the encouragement. Like right now, this this message I'm giving out could be an encouragement to a woman like me. So I have a story of how I was not even up to 10. I was from the age of 5. I had started being abused. Okay, I've started going through some sexual assault, within the home. And I go to who I was supposed to help me at a 5. What I mean, a 5-year-old child is 100% helpless. Okay, I can only imagine, because right now I have my daughter is like 5 and she'll be 6. I'm just imagining, God forbid, a child of that age goes through such, and then she comes to, she goes to her mother or somebody she feels can, should be able to help her, and there was no help. Okay, and they tell the person you go for help says, keep quiet, nobody should hear about it. And I was told to shush and nobody should hear about it. And this even became worse. If you want me to tell, if you want to hear this full story, I'm ready to say the story. If you want to hear it, just go ahead and drop this in the comment section. Tell the full story. Okay, so for over a very long time, because I also saw women who were growing up, I saw women in my family circle especially who could not be more. Okay, they could not speak up for themselves. They were just caged in a certain mindset, in a certain ideology, that they could not do so much. And at some point, because I think I'm born stubborn, I think I'm born I'm born, I don't know, I'm just born, like, the way I was born, I think I'm born independent. Let's put it that word. I believe I can do things for myself. I believe I can get things done. I believe I will never fail, because there's something in me that is always, striving to get the best, to do it myself. I grew up not being able to, even due to those that happened to me. And until the time I was ready to like run away, it built me up to understand that I don't need anybody to become what I want to be. It gave me this lifestyle, this mindset of I can be who I want to be. I don't need anybody's help. Okay. And that really helped to mold me into who I am today. Like right now, I tend to believe I can do a lot of things for myself, which has happened over time. I've been able to do things for myself without depending or waiting for somebody to do it for me. And that has really helped me. I mean, things work for people different ways, but for me, when I do it myself, I do it best. And nobody takes the glory. Nobody goes about saying, oh, I did it for her, oh, without me. I do things myself with the help of God, and I always scale through. I always win. Okay. And if I have challenges, yeah, it was over time being an adult. And right now, like, I'm married and I have my family, where I now I'm blessed with a good man, a good husband who helps me, who contributes to that mindset, helps me to understand, hey, you cannot do this on your own, you need me to help you, so that trauma that I really had as a child really helped mold my mind positively, only because I decided to turn it into a positive mindset. Okay, and it also built like a trauma of a very negative impact in my life growing up. Okay, because it made me understand I can never, capital letter, never send my child over for sleepovers. I told most times when my child asks me for sleepover, I tell her, I say no, no sleepovers. Like, I let her know from now. And it made me also understand the importance of educating a girl child. In fact, it's so absurd, because right now in the world we live in, it has become, growing up, it looks like it was only the girls that should be educated sexually. Like, when the girls get when they get defiled before time, it looks like, oh, it's going to be a trauma, oh, scandal. the boys don't really pay more attention to the girls. But right now it's so unfortunate how the world is becoming, because even these boys, the little boys, are also being defiled. The little boys are also being molested. I mean, these things have been happening for years. Even before I was born, it was really silent. The focus was more on the girl child. And but it's good that everything is coming up with the advent of still civilization. Civilization has its pros and its cons, its good and its bad parts. But whichever way it comes to you, I just want to encourage you. You have to learn to take it, vent it out. Talk about it. Don't keep it. Don't believe what society says. Think for yourself. Surround yourself with the right resources, with the right people. We live in a world right now that you're just going to YouTube, you have resources like this, that people talk about stories, things that have happened to them. Go in and log into it. See how fearless they were talking about it. I can only talk about things like this now because I've been totally healed. And because I was told never to talk about it, don't tell anybody. I grew up until a certain time. It took me maybe over like 15, 20 something. No, maybe, yeah, over 15 years before I could eventually talk about the story and get healed from it. And right now, that person is still alive. I can actually look at the person in the eyes and talk about it with the person. I and the person, we get so along right now that even sometimes I ask myself how. Okay, but it made me understand that my girl child, even my boy child, my children are very important to me. First, it is my duty to educate them and let them know that, hey, there's no good person out there. I tell you, there's no. A lot of people are sick. You want to protect your child, because what has made a lot of women enclosed, trapped in that small circle of, I cannot be like this girl, I cannot do more than this, I don't even know what to say, I don't know, I cannot be associated with these people. People treat you bad and you cannot even fight for yourself or talk about it, or even you cannot approach people because it's a man that is trying to oppress you, maybe in the office, maybe at home, maybe in the church, in the society, in the grocery store, anywhere, and you feel, oh, you're scared because a man spoke to you, or because a woman like you who thinks she's more powerful, or who thinks she has more resources, the point is you cannot even address that or confront them. Something must have led to that. It should not be that way. Everybody has equal rights. Everybody has equal capabilities. So for the fact that somebody has improved themselves does not mean that you cannot. You can be better than that person. All you have to do is you need to improve yourself. You need to surround yourself with the right people that will start, you will start getting the right informations and become who you should be. Because as a woman, you are expected by your maker, not even by the society. The society does not expect anything good for you. The society thinks that you are not relevant. That's where you come in and know that your maker your maker is not a waster. He made you to come here and be relevant in a certain area. You are able to even give more than what the other gender can bring to the table. Okay, respectfully. So you have to build up that confidence and begin to educate yourself, expose yourself, give yourself to the right teachings, give yourself to the right education, so that your confidence begins to come out. Because the earlier you realize who you are and begin to walk with your heads high, okay, the better for you. The better and the quicker your joy will begin to come, and you will be very you have so much peace of mind, raising your family, doing what you have to do, and then the truth of who you really are. Because what the society has said, who the society has said you are, is not who you are. You have to find out who you are for yourself. So people say you are this because of how they felt at the time. That's why they think, and then they go ahead and put it up as a quote. I've heard a saying that it's a man's world. Who says it's a man's world? Man, woman, who say it takes two to accomplish anything? So who says it's a man's world? The creator made male, and in fact the holy book says he made woman to help the man. So if a woman is a helpmate, hello, you are made, and they made another person to help you. which means that your abilities are not even enough. You need somebody to help. That, you know what a helper is? A helper is someone who has so much ability, so much energy more than you, that is there to refill you, is there to kick you up again, is there to recharge you. Imagine. So that's kind of person right now. How important is that person? That person is more than way important. These are the things that we should know. These are the things that we should understand, that we should not let anybody put us down. Even in this month of women's awareness, I want you to sit up. If you think you don't have the resources to get to where you are, start from where you are. Start from where you are. Start from where you are. Make sure first that your appearance is tidy. Make sure that you are who you see in the mirror is who you want to associate with. Forget about whether you have money or not now. Don't worry about not having money now or not. It's important to start somewhere. Start small. Don't even think about, I don't have millions right now. The little you have, start with it. But make sure first that you take care of your looks. Take care of your looks first, and then you continue from there. Because if you look at yourself in the mirror, most times who you see in the mirror, who you see in the mirror activates your confidence. If you look at yourself, I'm a woman. Sometimes when I look at myself in the mirror in the morning and I am not ready, to go out there, I'm not ready to start my day, I don't look presentable. What do? That's why we go ahead, wash our faces, we put on our light makeup or heavy makeup, whatever the case may be. You make sure you look clean, and then you go back to the mirror, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, okay, now I'm ready for the day. Your confidence, a measure of confidence has been built. So the first thing you want to do is to take care of your looks. You don't have to have so much money to do that. Just start from where you are. Just start from where you are. Make sure you take your bath, pack your hair. If you don't have products, just use water and comb and pack it smooth, and put rubber band, pack it up there, burn it. If you have low cut, just put oil. If you don't have oil, put water, comb it, and just make it look intact. Look, there's beauty in natural. There's beauty the way you are. When you start like that, you look at yourself in the mirror, you find out that the person you see in the mirror sparks up that confidence in you, and then you're able to do the next thing. So I want to encourage you. This is Women's Awareness Month. Know that nobody should make you feel lower. Nobody should make you feel like you're not important, because you are a helper. So there is more you have to give than what the society has said. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you if you've stayed until now. And if you want me to tell you about my story as a child, how I went through all the abuse, just put it in the comment section. Tell me your story. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.